Hey everybody, International Master Danny Rensch here, and I am not giving up. We are still on our road to 2600. I figure once I cross 2601 of the categories that we've been aiming for, whether that be bullet or blitz, we'll move on to the next one. But I'm feeling a little blitzy today. Feeling like a little bit more focused, a little higher quality analysis for the viewers. A little bit of maybe higher quality chess by me, but I hesitate to say that. All right, so it's been a rough go of things recently, as you can see from my rating, dropping nearly to 2450 after playing pretty well and being close to 2550. I played too many games on mobile, as I complained about in my last stream, which is not an excuse. It's just an excuse. You get it. So, but it's a true factoid of information. And this is a truly terrible way for black to play this position. When you're in a dragon, you really can't afford to waste these kind of tempos that he's wasting here. Moves like rook e8, moves like a6. I mean, really, you want to play bishop d7 and b5, even if it sacks the pawn. You know, playing preparatory moves in a position that really relies on open lines in order for black's counterplay to be on the level with white's is just bad business. So now I'm gonna open everything up, and yeah, I think I'll just come right in and play knight to d5, dislodge the knight from f6, and open up the h-file door with h7 falling. Should be money, right? Should be right as rain. I look a little tired today. I feel a little tired. But I'm focused here. This is going to be some serious chess, and it's a good lesson for everyone to see that this is exactly why you can't take this approach in the dragon. Did he have to blunder allowing bishop takes g7 and all the tempos that come with queen h6 check and knight d5? Not necessarily, but it's a rough position for black regardless. So he's playing tickle with the king for a move, which is fine. And now, I mean, there's several options, including rook h7, if queen takes a2, king to g7, but I don't even know if I want to let him trade queens or anything. So I'm thinking I should just play the simple king to b1, prevent him from taking on a2, and now that he can't defend the knight in any real fashion, because queen takes a2 is not a threat to defend the knight, rook h7 should be enough to deliver the goods. So let's see, where's the mate? We got mate in 2. Okay. So let's see. Let's search for a new 3-minute game. Is he still within? I guess he's still within striking distance in terms of rating points. So he could have accepted it, but I was looking for a more higher rated opponent, and that's who I have here. A grandmaster opponent. So that should be interesting. International master on grandmaster action. That's what we got here. Okay, so knight takes d4 takes and queen f3 is the main line of theory there. This is a less common approach by white. Not to say it's a bad approach. I actually feel like maybe I'm already potentially forgetting the theory here. Possible that I am. Which would be rather disappointing if takes, c takes. Am I just struggling to defend that pawn? Maybe I've already messed up the line. So if that's the case, I'm going to go practical here. Try to accelerate my development and speed up on the clock, which is bad because I'm already down on time. So I need to review this one quickly afterwards and practice what I preach, where you find at least one mistake you made in every game so that mistake doesn't repeat itself. That's the goal anyway. never claimed to be smart enough to avoid repeating mistakes. I never claimed that, all right? It wasn't part of the disclaimer that you clicked on before you started watching this video. Okay, so I'm just going to go for b4. We have to open up the position and create some dynamic possibilities. It is a must. Oops, we have a tweeter. I should probably check out the tweeters here and remove them. Remove them from the experience. Turn down the tweet volume so no one has to follow that. My apologies to all those watching the stream. So he anticipates I had a threat, which was moving the knight with a tempo to get the c3 pawn. Still feel like I'm getting a pretty decent amount of compensation here. You know, if he's forced to play a move like bishop c2 just to avoid losing the pawn. Unfortunately, I can't just take on c3, takes, rook takes, he wins my knight, bishop takes e4, no, it's not even pinned. So I can't just go all in yet and try to get my material back, but not the best technique from my opponent at this point, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to take here. And open up. I thought I was opening up the right lines. Should be careful. Let's offer this trade. It's not ideal. Somewhat wrong here in my pressure. After getting the c file and the knight on c4, things felt good, but miscalculated something there, and I'm going to have to back up and remind myself of the right line. I think just a6 or knight f6 are both good moves, better moves than what I did with e6, which is where things first went wrong. I'm thinking that that's where things first went wrong. Okay, so he's developing the bluff at pressure on the king side. I actually think that's a mistake. I think he should have just played knight d2, tried to build up on the pin. I'm actually liking my practical chances more now, to be completely honest. Really. So he's going to get a discovered check. But is that really the end of the world? Actually, it kind of is if I allow him to get knight f6 check, which is irritating. All right, you have to make a fast decision here. Takes, bishop check, I move, he takes d4, it's a problem. It's a real problem. I see nothing. I see nothing. Yeah, I've just made it on knight f6. I'll play this move just in case he doesn't see bishop f8 mate. But he does. All right, let's rematch. This is an opponent that we can battle our way back to 2,500 with. Not the best game there from the start, so I'm going to pick this one up. That's right, I wanted to review that and practice what I preach, right? Yeah, I was reviewing it in my head. I did drop the advice that I think that just a6. The problem I had on the dark square started when I played e6 and he took on d4 and played knight to b5. I think I'm supposed to just play a6 or even knight f6 in some of those positions. And even after all that, I feel like if I hadn't gotten myself under such terrible time pressure, things might have still been okay. You know what I mean? But I did. So try not to do that this game. I have the bishop pair in the endgame, and now I no longer have the doubled f-pawns. I think life is good here. Put the rook on d1. We're not worried about this. We'll just kind of slow down that counterplay. Actually, we'll happily take the rook lift. Yeah. We'll attack the bishop first for kicks and gigs. For kicks and gigs. Now I have a little bit of a threat, right? I might take on e5, because if he takes with the knight, I have f4, forking his pieces. If he takes with the pawn, I have bishop to c4. Ooh, he allows me to just play f4 right away, huh? It's an interesting possibility that I might just take him up on. He had d5 there to sort of complicate matters. And now he goes for d5 in this way. So he's getting back some of his material, but still not in an ideal situation, having lost that d pawn. So let's try to put the bishop on f6. Only issue I have with this position really is the other rook not playing yet. So I intend to fix that as soon as I can. I like my bishops working well together here, covering these squares. Okay, so he wants to dislodge this bishop so that he can get his rook to the 7th rank. And the question is it really that big of a deal? I mean, he's going to get a little bit of counterplay, but he's risking. That was probably a mistake, actually. Okay, he goes for this. I'm going to run up. I can put the king on a3. I already calculated that knight a5 check, knight c4 is not an issue because I can just take. What I was worried about is if he takes e5 with the rook, because then if I take, knight takes, rook d5, takes f1, takes e5. I guess he's losing in the rook ending. I thought it might be a draw. So first I thought, ooh, shouldn't have traded the e for the d pawn. But I think this is okay. It's kind of a critical moment now for black, right? Because he's down a pawn in the endgame. So yeah, he's got to create aggressive counterplay. He's not in a position where he can just simplify things. So what's his idea? His idea is that if I take it, he's going to give check on g3. That's his idea. And then if I block, he'll give check with the knight. But so what, right? I can play king c3. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Maybe I should have bought it. If rook d3, he can also take d4 with check, and then we play king up, and then he takes, and we take with the bishop, right? Oh, rook d3, wait, he just takes f1. And then if he takes e1, and that's not good for me. So I need to be able to run the king up to c4, just go for it. Check, king up, let's just go for it. Let's just run the king into the fray, as they say. So he's getting some counterplay, sort of. Bishop d3, check. I don't know. I don't think I'm getting mated. I'm not going to get mated. I'm not going to mate myself. Got him. Not happening. No soup for you. Yeah, we're just going to take everything, push everything, and push everything. This is fun. How often do you get to queen twice, right? All right. We'll play him again if he's interested. No? He's not? Okay, we'll search for a new game then. We don't have time here to wait on your decision making. All right, he's in. He's in. Right? Good stuff. Okay, we'll see what he... Okay, now he's going back to an open Sicilian, which I'm happy about. If he had repeated that anti-Sicilian, I would have been able to show you firsthand why I thought this was better. But okay, he didn't. So now we have this lovely, lovely accelerated dragon. All goodness, all good theory at this point. Nothing spectacular happening. We'll play that like a Soltis idea. I don't normally do this. Those who follow my games know that I don't normally play a Soltis. We go here, and we trade off. I feel sort of like it's like against my belief, my sort of philosophical belief about how these raise positions should be played. I don't like playing these extra pawn moves around my king. I feel like the theory always works out over time. Just suggests that that kind of time cannot be wasted, and it needs to be based on more accurately aggressive moves. But it has some positional reasoning behind it, of course. So my philosophy is a little bit overgeneralized, right? I mean, it certainly has some things behind it, and it's been tried by many good players. So we'll try it here, and we will see how it goes. Right now, I already don't think he's played the best Soltis for white I've ever seen, and that's for sure. Okay. Not even sure I'm really that worried about that. We'll offer this trade if he wants it. So now I can take a2. If he takes h5, I take. If he takes c5, I take. It's actually not that dangerous for me to go grab that pawn. A lot of times the Soltis idea is better played for white with the bishop on g5, and you maintain the pawn tension, and white sort of builds up on the pieces black has in the center. And, you know, I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to win this game. I'm just saying that as we continue to provide edumacation homes, right, that's what we do. So we'll see if I can get this one. b3 doesn't work because c3 is going to be vulnerable. I have queen check, and maybe even then queen to b2. I can also take b3 and then take c3 with check. Right? So he goes for this. Now, the disadvantage of e5, right, is that it not only does he take d6, but it also disconnects my rook from defending the knight. So as soon as I play e5, he's actually threatening to play rook takes knight because the pawn's pinned. So the other moves that make more sense are moves like knight f6, which makes sense because h5, I just win the rook. I really like that move. Also, no, f6 doesn't make as much sense. So I guess we'll just go with knight f6. Get the knight out of harm's way. And now maybe go back to focusing. See, now e5 is definitely a more interesting possibility. If e5 takes, do I have knight takes e4 and then rook takes c2, right? Just like rolling through. If e5 takes d6, knight takes e4, rook takes g6, pawn takes g6, queen takes g6, he actually gets an attack. I'm glad I saw that. If e5, queen takes d6, knight takes e4, as strong as it is not that great. So e5, queen takes d6, rook takes c3 is an idea. Takes, pawn takes with the queen. You know, I probably have some interesting counterplay there, but why even risk that? I'm not even sure if it's necessary. This sort of simple move that threatens bishop takes e2, threatens queen a1 check. So I kind of get the bishop out of the place where it's no longer useful. That's not a good move. If you sack the rook, you have nothing more. There's nothing to follow up on. Okay, strange. He's just going all in with this sort of rook sack right now, huh? So if I give, I can also play e5 now. If I give check, king to d2, just queen takes b2. He takes f7 with check, I take. He gives check with the rook, I move my king. He's just running out of checks. You know what I mean? It just seems like it's just a matter of time before he's just out of checks. So he's going to take it, and he's going to give this check, and I get it, right? We all get it. He's got this check. But now he's going to run out of checks. He might have rook takes e7 check. I didn't see that. And maybe I should have been a little more cautious. But if takes, takes. Oh, look at that. Takes, takes. He has knight d5 check discovery. But I can take with the rook and pin his queen. And it's over. So if takes, rook takes, knight d5, rook takes wins. If takes, rook check, king e6, and he has no more checks, and my king is hiding on e6. Yeah, we thought he might come up with this sort of shot in the dark check, but it's over. Okay, well, it's just too much. It's just too much for him to allow. I guess we'll just, I mean, I can do a million things here, but I guess we'll go with this one. All right, if he wants more, we do. We have a goal at the end of today's video, which is to get above 2,500. And I don't mind beating Grandmaster Kovkov to do it. All right, well, he didn't accept fast enough, and I wasn't interested in waiting, so we move on. Don't want to hurt his feelings. Don't want him to be broken inside, you know? It's a strange move. Don't want him to be broken inside. I probably didn't punish Bishop before in the most efficient way, to be honest. Monday I was broken. Tuesday I was through with moping. Wednesday my empty heart was open. Thursday I'm waiting for love, waiting for love. Thank the stars it's Friday. I'm burning like a fire gone wild on Saturday. I guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I'll be waiting for love, waiting for love. Monday I was broken. Tuesday I was through with moping. Wednesday my empty heart was open. Thursday I'm waiting for love, waiting for love. If I take a2, takes a7, takes a1, I'm getting out safely. I don't see him trapping my queen after takes a2. So a pawn is a pawn, as they say. Peshka. Tuesday I was through with moping. Wednesday my empty arms were open. Thursday I'm waiting for love, waiting for love. That's a good move. If he had taken a7, I had knight b3 getting a discovered check. Thank the stars it's Friday. I'm burning like a fire gone wild on Saturday. I guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I think I have several good moves here, actually. It feels good. You know what I mean? Feels real, real nice. I'll tell you what, right here. Tell you what. I'm going to give up that pawn and just go for the increased pressure on the position. Bishop a6. He's not threatening to take. I can still get his queen. It's kind of risky, right? This is a strange position with I have a back ring checkmate hanging in the balance, but he can't move any pieces. Pieces being moved is a bad idea for him. And we like it, yeah? We like it. Yeah, right. I'm threatening... Ooh, that's a mistake. I can play queen takes b5, right? If queen takes b5, knight takes b5, bishop takes d2. If queen takes b5, bishop takes a7 check, king takes, queen c2 check, queen d3. Queen takes b5, knight takes b5, bishop takes d2, bishop h7 check, king takes. He has nothing. My rook's defended. Queen takes b5 is lights out. It's winning a piece. Thank the stars it's Friday. I'm burning like a fire gone wild on Saturday. I guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I'll be waiting for love. Waiting for love. Nice. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I think you forgot that my rook wasn't hanging. Okay, well. Not enough, right? Let's search for a new 3-minute game. Should we ride someone like this to 2,500 or look for a new opponent? All right, we'll ride him. We'll hop on that pony. We'll hop on that pony. We'll give it a ride. Pony boy, won't you be my pony boy? Marry me, carry me all the way home. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, my pony boy. Pony boy. What movie's that from? You get it. Hashtag The Outsiders. Hashtag I miss Patrick Swayze. Hashtag nothing I can do about it. He's no longer with us. Peace ways. If he's going to sack on c3, he needs to do it soon. He decides he is. And maybe it's not something I should allow, to be honest. To be quite honest with you. But I'm going to play here. Maybe go bishop b2, right? It's a little bit of a passive defense, right? But I'm a little worried. I might still be able to build up on the king side. h4, rook g1, g5. That's an interesting move. Burning like a fire gone wild on Saturday. Do. Yeah, I was wondering, how do I want to defend? Do I want to play c4 and try to... Do I want to lodge the bishop in there? Or am I willing to trade? I don't think so. I feel like it's probably better that I lodge the bishop in tight and make him capture, and I can take back with a pawn and keep some pieces in front of my king. So now I'm going to play this move. Ooh, I wanted to play c4. I can't. I forgot the e4 pawn was hanging. But if I take here, he takes. Actually, that's not the end of the world, is it? If I take here, takes with the queen, c4, bishop c4. Bishop a3. Yeah, we'll do it. I'm willing to simplify. Ooh, I don't think that's the best decision. I'm happy with that. I actually am very happy with that. Ooh, he's going to play bishop c4, though. It's time to maybe retreat and defend. I'm not worried about bishop c4. I might have to. Bishop a3, bishop c4, king a1, bishop b5, rook b1. I like that. I think that's an accurate calculation. Sometimes when you can't make the simple positional moves that you want to make to make yourself feel warm and cozy inside, sometimes when you can't make them work tactically, you have to calculate the riskier lines and make those work tactically so that you can still achieve your ultimate positional goal. And in this case, my positional goal is to keep the king side, or sorry, the queen side under wraps, and I feel pretty good about it. Okay, so he's getting counterplay, faux show. That's actually a strong move. It's exactly the way he should try to punish me for my insolence. but I'm all in. Complex it is, but I'm up the exchange, and I'm going to bring... Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, that's a little... Should I just bring the rook to d7 and come down, or should I play rook e1? If rook d1, knight b3, I guess I can get away with that. Could I have taken e7? Check and then king to c2? No, I couldn't have. Okay, yeah, that didn't work. Whoa, I'm just missing things. Oh, that was silly of me. Not my best chess. That was kind of silly of me. I don't even know what I'm doing. He actually played a very strong move there because it kept me at bay. That's the truth. Oh, rook takes f7, which is winning on the spot. I had it. Did I just win? Oh my gosh, I just won this game. That is unreal. Rook takes f7 was a terrible blunder. Oh my god. That was amazing. I was just incredibly lucky by me. I mean, I obviously swindled my king into a safe position to avoid some of the ridiculousness, but that was just luck. I mean, I can't say anything else. In this position, of course, after bishop g5, I can already take immediately and I'm winning. But I had to move fast. I was anticipating that I needed to put the king on a safe square. And I got lucky that he played rook takes f7. Queen takes f7 is more than enough to win. I mean, it's not the best thing to do, like, chess-wise. Like, I mean, but he was going to win on time, so it was more than enough to win. So I'll take it. I will take it, and we'll see if he wants more. Someone just accepted the challenge, so let's see. Let's go for this stuff. What the heck? Play something a little brass monkey. That funky monkey. I think this is dynamite for me. Closed position, easy time launching on the king's side. I like it. Hikaru's chatting me up on Skype. Probably mad at me about my decision to make bobble-hibs. Make fatheads out of his person. He's probably not happy with me. All right. That's a pawn. See what he's saying. Yeah. Hikaru. Love that guy. If I take, he takes. I'd love to just slide the queen over and get nasty, right? But I can't. This is getting much more dynamic than I wanted it to. And that was also not my best decision. Darn it. I really messed this one up. Wow. Did I mess this up? Completely lost. I'm just going to castle and pray for the best. Lost my focus. I lost my focus, which we can't afford to do when we're on a road, when we're on a mission. I mean, it's just totally dead. I honestly don't even know why I'm still moving the pieces. There he goes. Double check and mate. That was frustrating. I don't even want to play this guy again. I want somebody else higher rated. Oh man, not happy with that. Not happy at all. Here we go. Here we go. Take this guy down twice and that's it. Monday I was broken, Tuesday I was through open. It's clear what he wanted with that, but I wasn't interested. No ticket. Would I love to take e4? Yes, but he gets e7. I'd love to sack here. Takes, bishop takes, knight c4. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. Despite my best intentions, I have to retreat. Retreat into the night. A phone call that will not be answered in short order. Love to play b5. Sacrifice the exchange. Seems risky, but also kind of fun, right? Kind of fun and dynamic. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. guess he's going to take on c5 next and put the knight on d7, huh? Touché. Oh no, he just immediately goes to d5. Didn't see that coming. He goes for it. Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting decision. That's technique right there by him. Yeah, that was very nice. That's how you take care of business against someone like me. Eliminate all the practical counter chances right there. That was a good decision. What's the threat? I don't even know. I'm sure there exists one. Yeah, that seems like it will do the trick. I will finally be out of moves. I lasted a long time. Made it seem trickier than it actually was. Yeah. Whoa. That was a tough game and a tough opponent. And probably the right time for me to say, you know what? Time to lick my wounds and actually head back. On all seriousness, I'd play for hours here, but the call was from the wifey, and I realized we have some things going on this afternoon, so time to get back to real life, everybody. It was fun. It was real. Some instructive games, some nice wins, and some tough losses. I will continue to fight for you and try to turn this ship around. Peace out, everybody.